Hey folks, welcome to Blending today. So we are working in Unit 4, Week 2, and we've been practicing that long E sound. We know that long E will say E, and a couple weeks ago we practiced that E blank E is one way to make that long E sound, where you have the silent E, and that silent E doesn't say anything, it just tells the other E that it's going to say the long E sound instead of the short E sound. So this week we are practicing 4 more ways that we can spell that long E sound. One of them is EA and EE, E by itself, and blank, IE, blank. So those blanks just mean that if you see IE in a word and it's the long E sound, you will have a letter or two letters, a pair of letters, a digraph like cha or sh at the beginning of that word, or you will have it at the end of the word. There will always be sounds or letters on either side of that IE. So that's a nice clue that tells you that IE, if those are together and they're in the middle of the word, it's going to say the long E sound. It's not going to say it's not going to say not going to say that. EA and EE, those can come at the middle of the word, the end of the word, the beginning of the word. EA typically comes in the middle or the beginning. You're not going to find a ton of words where EA is at the end of the word. EE, kind of like flip-flop. EE will typically come either in the middle or at the end. You're not going to find too many words that have EE at the beginning. There's a couple, but not too many. All right, and E by itself, you kind of just have to know that you can flip it in the word until it sounds right or it matches the picture, because there aren't any rules. It's either E by itself says E or E by itself says eh. So you kind of just have to be able to flip it and see what sounds right. All right, let's do some high frequency words. Of course, make sure you're paying attention, participating. Go back during your own time and turn the sound off and really help yourself practice the words. About, animal. 8, give. Hour, carry. Or, other. Small, blue. Into, because. Find, more. Warm, food. Start, over. No, laugh, ha ha ha. Flew, caught. Were, listen. Found, hard. Write, like you're going to write on your paper. Woman, near, wood. Excellent, thank you so much. All right, let's get started. Our first word, team. Your turn. Ta, e, team. So this word team uses the EA spelling of that long E sound. T says ta. EA, vowel team. Remember, those two work together to say long E, ta, E. M says ta, E, team. Excellent. Next word, C. Your turn. S, E, C. Now you may remember the word C is a high frequency word, and we can't always sound them out. But now that we're learning all these new ways to spell different sounds, we can. And 2 E's. E. They work as a team, vowel team, to say long E. S, E, C. And of course, if you have mastered this word see, and you just know that whenever you see it in a book or you see the word, you know that S-E-E is the word see. Next word, seed. Your turn. S-E-D. Seed. So notice when I make the word seed, I can just take the word see and add a D. So when I say see and seed, the only sound that sounds different is the end. And I hear a duh at the end. Again, E-E. Vowel team. work together to say long E. S-E, just like S-E. And add a D. Changes the word, changes the sound, changes the meaning. S-E-D, seed. So one letter in a whole bunch of words can change meaning and the sound. All right, next word. Teach. Your turn. Ta. E. Cha. Teach. Teach. T says ta. E. A. Vowel team. They work together to say long E. And C-H. The cha, like chin. Again, a digraph, you just have to know that when those two are together, they say cha. They will never, ever, 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 ever say kaha. They won't ever say kaha in a word. Those two, cha. All right, let's read our first line. Team, see, seed, teach. Your turn. Excellent. All right, next word. Shield. Your turn. Sh. E. Old. Shield. Shield. I have a shield to... Captain America has a shield. S-H. Digraph that says sh. Again, same with cha. Same with any digraph. If they're together, they won't ever say sah, sah, sah. Won't ever say that. S-H together says sh. And in this word, shield, I hear E in the middle, shield. And that E, that long E sound, is spelled with an I-E. And just like we said, I-E, there will always be a blank on either side. So of course, you know, the blank just means that there are letters and sounds on either side. So in this word, shield, the sound that comes before is sh. And the sound that comes after, L-D, old-da, old. So sh, E, old, shield. Next word. Tree, your turn. Tur, E, tree. T-R, ta-er, tur. And in this word tree, it is the E-E that makes that long E sound. Tur-E, tree. And next word, read. Your turn. E-da, read. R says E-A, long E. D says da, eed, read. All right. So I'm going to turn this word read, I'm going to change the meaning. I'm going to add a prefix. A prefix is a couple of letters that come at the beginning of the word. And prefix changes the meaning. So this word, read, means that, you know, I'm going to read a book, okay? I haven't done it yet. I'm going to read a book. So if I add the prefix re, okay, so then the word becomes read. And then, of course, when you sound it out, you can either know that R-E together is re, or this is just another example of when E by itself can say the long E sound. So, E-E-D, read. Okay, that's another way. But again, if you try to sound things out letter by letter, sound by sound, sometimes you get lost in the word. But this prefix re tells us that we are doing it again. So let's say you read, same spelling, you read a book and, you know, you didn't, and then, you know, you answered some questions about it, like you took a quiz on it. And then there was some stuff that you maybe didn't quite understand. What you can do is you can go back and you reread the book so you can answer your questions. Or if you are reading through a book and you kind of get a couple pages in and, oh wait, I don't understand what's happening right here at this point in the story. I'm going to go back and, check it again. I'm going to reread. I'm going to read it again. So that prefix re means that you're going to do something again. Okay, next word. Heat. Your turn. Heat. 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 Okay, so H says huh. E-A to spell long E. Huh. E. And T says ta. Huh. Eat. Heat. So of course in this word heat, E and A, they work together. That vowel team to say long E. So now I'm going to turn this word into the word preheat. So preheat is kind of just what it sounds like. I hear pa, okay, when I say preheat. And then I also hear that re. That preheat. Squeeze that in there. So the word becomes preheat. Preheat. So that prefix just means that you're going to do something before you do something. So preheat is like, I'm gonna bake a turkey, but before I put the turkey in the oven, I have to preheat it, because you can't just put a turkey or anything that you're gonna bake, you can't just put it in the oven and then heat it up. You have to preheat the oven so that you put whatever you're cooking into the oven and the oven's already warm and hot, and then it's really going to cook your food. So you have to preheat. So that just means you're going to do it before. So anytime this prefix, I feel like the word prefix is at the beginning. If prefix even says to you, oh, you're putting something at the beginning, the prefix re goes at the beginning. Prefix pre goes at the beginning. It means you're going to do it before. So when you have that pre in front of a word, that just means that you're going to do it before you do it. Okay? So next word. Repaid. Your turn. Repaid. Repaid. So I hear that prefix. I hear re. Okay? Remember that prefix, re, it means that you are going to do something again. And then, the word was repaid. So, notice how I hear long A in the middle. Repaid. I don't hear an E. A-I. Vowel team. They work together to say long A. We worked on that last week. Repa-A. And D says da. Repaid. Repaid. So remember, this prefix re just means that we are doing that again. Like, I paid someone, but then I realized they didn't need to pay me for this. Someone paid me for something, and I realized, oh no, you didn't owe me money for that. And so I repaid them. I gave them their money back. Or you're doing it again. Okay, so repaid. Repaid. Next word. Paint. Your turn. Pa-a-nt. Paint. Paint. He says pa. A-I. Vowel team. They work together to say long A. Pa-a. And N-T. Nt. Nt. Pa-a-nt. Paint. Paint. And next word. Refreeze. Your turn. Re. Fur. E-z. Refreeze. Refreeze. Kind of a long one. Remember that re A prefix, re, means that you're doing it again. Prefix, re. So refreeze. Freeze just means refreeze. It's just we're going to freeze it again. Like we took it out of the freezer and, I don't think I need this. So let me just put it back in the freezer. I'm going to refreeze that. F-R. R blend. Fur. 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 And then E-E. Vowel team. Working together to say that long E sound. Re-for-E. Re-free. Z says Z. Re-for-ease. Re-freeze. So, like we said, I think it was yesterday. E blank E. Another way that you know it's going to be a long E sound. So there's two long E spellings going on here. We've got two E's. Vowel team works together to say long E sound. And then we have E blank E, silent E, telling the other E to say E and not eh. Okay, so re, fur, ease, re-freeze. Okay. And last word, eat. Your turn. Eat. Eat. So again, eat is a high frequency word. And you probably have just mastered this word, but beginning sound, E, B-A, vowel team, and T says ta, eat, eat. Okay, wonderful. So let's read our board. Team, see, seed, teach. Your turn. Shield, tree, reread, preheat. Your turn. Excellent. Repaid, paint, refreeze, eat. Your turn. Lovely. All right, let's do a sentence. Move this up here. D says da. E-A, vowel team, works together to say long E, da, E. And says n, da, een, Dean. Right. So Dean, name, capital D, beginning of a sentence. I think we talked about Dean the other day. So Dean, E-E, vowel team, works together to say long E, E. D says da, eed, need. Right, so we have Dean, need. That doesn't quite sound right. So I need to change this word so that it sounds right in my sentence. Dean needs. So in order to make this word needs, we just add an S. Dean needs, needs. Of course, when you see the word, you gotta make sure you blend it with that S in there. Otherwise, it's not the word. So Dean needs, what does he need to do? To P-L, pa-ol, pol. Again, those L blends or those R blends or those S blends. You can sound them out letter by letter. Sometimes you get lost in the word. So again, P-L, pol. A says a. Notice how there's no E. There's no E. But we learned last week that A by itself can say long A. So I guess we can, once we see the whole word, we can try it out and see what sounds better. So let's find out. N-T, nt, nt. So let's try it with short A. Whole and plant, That sounds like a word I know. I see it in the picture. That sounds like a word I know, or that would at least go with the picture. Now let's try it with a long A. See what that sounds like. Pull ain't, plaint. I don't think that's a real word, so let me flip it. We'll try it with the short A. So that's kind of how you can figure out if A by itself is going to say short A or long A. Same with E by itself. You try it out and you see if E in whatever the word is sounds like a real word if it's in you can say short or long. See which sounds better. Try it on. Dean needs to plant TH. Remember that digraph, the thumb card. Again, TH, if they're together, they will never say taha. Taha, never be a thing. So, TH, thumb card. So, E blank E, that's a way to spell long E. So remember that means that E is silent. All it does is tell the first E that it's going to say long E. Ease, these. Dean needs to plant these. These what? You might be able to guess. S says S. E. Vowel T works together to say long E. S-E. D says da. S-E-D. Seed. Right. Dean needs to plant the seed. That doesn't sound right. We would have to add an S to this word to make it sound right. Seeds. Seeds. All right, let's read our sentence. Dean needs to plant these seeds. Your turn. Beautiful. All right, so punctuation. Of course, like I said before, you can always have a period at the end of your sentence. Most of them, not if it's a question. So if it's a question, you cannot have a period. So you could also have an exclamation point, of course, depending on how you say it. Dean needs to plant these seeds because eventually, they might get thrown away or they might go bad. Do seeds go bad? Dean better plant these seeds. So that would be a time where you might say with a little oomph. All right, let's do some nouns and some verbs. So Dean is a noun. We know this. Okay? Because he's a person. Where else is our noun? Oh, I saw some lips going. Seeds. Seeds. That is a noun. It is something you can touch. So Dean needs to plant these seeds. Our verb, plant, because that's what Dean is doing, or that's what he's going to do. He's going to plant. Okay? Now, we do have an adjective, ish. This word, these, put it like a dotted box. So, these is a word that's kind of describing the seeds, okay? Because you could have, Dean needs to plant seeds, and that would also be a correct sentence. But when you use the word these, Dean needs to plant these seeds, that gives more information about the seeds. It gives more information to go in the sentence. Of course, without it, it's still a complete sentence. It's still a correct sentence. Dean needs to plant seeds. That's what he needs to do. But these are the seeds that he needs to plant. All right. Thank you so much for your focus and participation. We'll see you later.